Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I Man here from the Block Runner MetaZone, Rovi, and MScribe, and today we're going to be talking about AI.
Again.
I
think we're going to be talking about AI for a while, dude. I think we're locked in.
This is AI block runners now.
Yeah, we need to make that agent, by the way, like a block runner.
Oh, yeah, we should.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, by the way, like all the research and stuff that I've been doing. Like,
yeah. Hey, Will, can you just whip up a block runner agent, please?
Something like that.
Certainly.
Well, you have like Mem and other AI apps, right? Where
Yes.
you essentially build a knowledge base.
Yes.
What is the purpose of that? Like, what do you do with your like stored Mem?
So anytime that I'm looking for some sort of application or website that I found that I knew was valuable, I put it into Mem, and then next time you ask me about it, it's like, what was that app? I was like, I just search
Like you
it.
literally like prompt it. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, help me find the app, you know, where I'm.
You get all the Bittensor subnets.
Yeah. Or like, you know, the waifus and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Oh, you're talking about like Luna, right?
Yeah.
See, that's what I need. I need to like store everything so
Yeah.
that I can like easily recall things, you know?
That's what it's for. It's a knowledge AI.
All right, well, I need your help setting that up.
Easy, dude.
Because right now I'm just pouring everything into our Discord. What a waste.
It is wasteful.
What a waste of like, you know, knowledge.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
All right,
so
let's dig into the AI knowledge here.
Yeah.
All right, so first up, we got Dan Smith with the tweet. It says, base DEX volume driven by AI agents tokens launched on virtuals. Just hit a new all-time high at 12%.
Yeah.
So out of all the DEX volume, 12% is all AI virtuals content.
Yeah, we typically like to see, you know, this brings me back to like early ordinals days, remember? Where we like pulling up the Dune charts. And it's like, there's something here, guys. Where like all these like Dune analytic dashboards are just showing tremendous volume.
Yeah.
Activity, right? Charts that are like only go up patterns.
Yeah.
Typically like a clear signal and indicator that the market is engaged, interested. This is like the sector to pay attention to for at least the short to middle term time horizons, right? So,
right.
Which is why we're here and why a lot of you guys are probably tuning in to kind of learn more, right?
Yeah, so another chart here, decentralized AI is in its early growth phase like DeFi in 2019 to 2020. So at its peak, DeFi reached 6.5% market share.
Yeah.
And then right now, AI is only at 1.2%.
Yeah, which is insane. And it doesn't even look like it's really like taken off yet. So if you're like postulating or pondering in your own head, because we are too, like you just go out there in crypto Twitter, there's like a little bit of signs of froth, right? There's like quite the Cambrian explosion of new agents and hitting the social scene. You can't not like interact with agents these days.
There's a lot of AI simping going on right now.
Yeah, that too. You got everybody like on the knees essentially, straight up glazing AI XVT. It's like, please tell me my product is good.
Yeah.
So I can like retweet it and like hopefully pump my bag.
Yeah. AI 16Z has talked about NatCats, right?
You mean AI XVT?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. A long time ago, by the way.
Yeah. He said things about bitmap.
Yeah.
He's like very up and down. It's like one day it's like bitmap, not interesting. The next day it's like 100,000 floor. It's like, what? That's quite the spectrum of thought, right?
Yeah.
But so nonetheless, you see these things and you're like, man, like how much can this go on? Like, are we near a top? Are we not? It doesn't look like it.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
All right. So Agent App Store. It says, have you noticed something? The top agent teams, Virtuals, AI 16Z, Cerebro, Arc are building agent platforms.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a pattern that platform launch applications are happening for AI now. And we got a ton of competitors already like in the mix.
Yeah, we're like in a transition stage where like the beginning stage, I would call this like Q1, maybe even the first half. I don't know how long this is going to go on, but it's mostly like it's incepted. It like the meme coin mania that happened like a few months ago kind of like transitioned into meme AIs.
Yes.
And now we're kind of like transitioning beyond that, where it's like they're not meme AIs anymore. They're evolving into like
they're
AI,
agents.
Well, AI infrastructure essentially.
Yeah.
They're becoming platformatized,
right?
And they're all building out their own individual frameworks for other agents to be created. So we're definitely seeing like an interesting like evolutionary acceleration, right? That's like the thing people like to say, like accelerate.
Yeah, I feel like with something like AI, I think it's going to continue to evolve. It's not going to be the same where it sort of like dies off. I think it just like evolves into like something actually useful instead of just chatbots on Twitter.
Absolutely. I think that's what's cool about like, because you can compare a lot about what's happening, what we're witnessing with the agents to last cycles like NFT run.
Yeah.
Where same things were happening, right? In the early days of NFTs, it was clear like the killer product market fit was art. Right?
Yeah.
It's like
the
idea of non-fungibility, it's like was cool, but what garnered mass scale appeal was like applying, the unique token wrapper to digital art and digital collectibles.
You know what's interesting? When that mania occurred, if you look at the very beginning of the mania and at the end, the product never really evolved. It was just more pictures throughout the entire...
No, it did. It evolved into like now metaverse land, and then like
yeah, I suppose
like game assets and such. So it went in many different directions, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
which is the testament to the framework of an NFT itself, right? It has wide applicability, but the agents themselves, you're right. It's a singular product. It's an agent.
Yeah,
it's an agent today. It will be an agent a year from now.
Yeah.
But what these agents can do is
that's what's going to change.
That flexibility and dynamic ability. Yeah,
that's right. All right, so the prophecy has been filled. Our precious Tau has been overtaken, man.
Oh, no.
Virtuals has flipped Tau.
No, dude. Well, you can interpret this in a lot of different ways, right? If you're like a Tau maxi, which we're not, but we
right.
We like Tau. We like Bittensor because of its like, think of it as like the AI play before AI. Like everybody started caring all of a sudden about AI.
Yeah.
OG. Right?
Yeah, Jake is pretty cool.
He was a cool guy. We interviewed him. He had some really interesting thoughts about how do we actually align ourselves with the AI so they don't
kill us.
They don't eliminate us.
Yeah.
And I think we were watching it play out. It's like, what did he say? It's like you really want tokens, right? Token alignment.
You don't need a chip in your brain. You want tokens.
Yeah. So talk about mass tokenization.
Right, so we're going to talk about Bittensor here in a second. So Virtuals, this says it's just been over a month. Game Virtuals was made available for Virtuals.io. 200 plus projects building using Game. 500 million of market cap. 150,000 requests sent daily on Game. 200% weekly on growth.
So another up and to the right chart, dude. Another indication that we're accelerating, right?
Yeah.
So this is Virtuals, essentially their own agent like framework. So, like we just said, all these different infrastructure plays, they're going to have to build something, right, as far as their own ecosystem moats, right?
Right.
That's what's going to attract new developers, new AI agent creation, and overall strengthen the ecosystem, right?
Right. All right. So AI XBT captures over 65% of AI agent mindshare. So this is the biggest we've seen in terms of mindshare.
Yeah, to me, this is what I was saying. It's like I had to step back a bit whenever I saw the simping, and like it's like AI already won in the context of crypto, at least crypto Twitter.
Yeah,
like at the snap of a finger, like the whole human participant.
The human side, the human element of it.
Yeah, like we're all collectively like bowing down and surrendering to our AI overlords already. So I was like, is it over? Have
we lost already?
Yeah. But then I started thinking, like, no, the real top is going to be like when you're not just looking at crypto Twitter, right? Like the mind share of Twitter, like the mind share of TikTok, the mind share of
where Elon is talking to an AI Twitter account.
Yeah, like if you look at this, Elon probably has a pretty big square, right? But AI XVT or some other agent has to be like competing with Elon.
Yeah, if you were to zoom out, and this is like crypto Twitter mindshare, right? If you were to zoom out and crypto Twitter is just like tiny little pixel compared to like all of Twitter.
Yeah.
Like we need all of Twitter mindshare.
Yeah, that's to me, that's going to be my signal to like, all right, I think we've gone too far.
Yeah. Right.
So we're not there yet. So
too much entertainment, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Virtuals Protocol token, it's at 3.6 billion.
So congrats to anybody. So we made a video on October 16th.
Yeah. So let me zoom into that price, man.
Yeah,
there it is.
Just so I could really like see in like my self-frustration for it's like we find these things all the time, dude. But
you know, we talked about it at 10 cents, right? And
yeah.
what you're talking about is like at that moment, it already 3x'd.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, wait for the dip, right?
Yeah.
The fucking dip never came, dude.
No,
Just
it
kept
didn't.
going.
Yeah.
So yeah, so if anybody was happened to watch that video, it was like a Bittensor video, but we were talking about Gotius Maximus,
Yeah.
and then Virtual's protocol and stuff like that. Congrats on the 50x.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice, juicy.
Good entertainment value.
That's a good end to your year for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so game by Virtuals. This is their game token, and it's at 268 million market cap.
Yeah. So this is essentially the ELIZA to the Virtuals ecosystem. So it's interesting that they
have 2 tokens.
Yeah. Why not, dude?
Just launch them all, dude.
Just go ham with it. Yeah. So if you're more inclined, I guess, on the technical side of what's happening on Virtuals, maybe it's worth paying attention to, like how that toolkit evolves, right?
All right, so JJ comes in here and he says, okay, here are my thoughts on Virtuals. Fully closed source at the core and centralized.
Damn.
Users don't own their agents. Previously tried and failed to build a successful Bittensor subnet. They should try again. And then iteration that has worked simply ripped off of DTAO as the core development team was devoid of authentic ideas driven by a mission. And then hype meme narrative obsessed. Most importantly, funny chatbots are not agents, folks.
Damn. So this guy clearly is not a fan.
That's a body slam in crypto Twitter, dude.
Is it?
Kind of.
Yeah, man. Those are some harsh words. So yeah, this is he's not impressed with what's happening with Virtuals despite the flippening. Right? I think that's fairly impressive, right? If everything these guys saying is true and like it's still
flipped. Yeah.
Still flipped Tau Bittensor, like that says something about, the dynamics of the market and what you need to understand about that in order to actually like contend.
Yeah,
right?
It's definitely not a good idea to fade anything that's getting traction.
Right.
The best thing you could do is understand it.
Yeah, understand why it's happening, right?
So we have an article here that says AI16Z mulls tokenomics shakeup L1 launch, and the biggest takeaway is the project is considering creating a platform similar to Pump.Fund for launching AI agents. And it says it's also contemplating positioning AI16Z as an L1 blockchain for AI. So AI16Z coming up with their own launchpad.
Their own moat.
Yeah.
Right? As they should. Again, we're in the transition away from AI memery, which essentially started out as an AI meme token that had its own like hedge fund treasury. It only has like maybe 10, 20 million assets under management. That's definitely not what is attributing to like a $2 billion valuation, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I don't think that's
No.
It's the ELIZA.
The launchpad.
Well, yeah, it's the framework of AI agent creation, and now, the future potential of a Virtuals competitor. Right.
All right, so you were talking about almost a $2 billion market cap, and this little wick here is that article.
Sheesh. Again, congrats to everybody else who's been watching our videos.
Yeah. So when did we talk about this?
I'd say like a month ago or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Definitely another one. Another one, dude. I don't know how we're so good at like finding these so early yet profiting zero. It's crazy.
All right, Jeffy, we're building Zentience.xyz, a consumer-facing launchpad for agents. This is something we've been ideating for several months, and we're excited to finally announce it and how it fits into Cerebro.
Yeah, so if you go down this tweet thread here, essentially they're outlining, almost exactly what AI16Z is planning on doing, like a rework to the tokenomics, funneling some value back to Cerebro.
Yeah.
And creating their own technical moat essentially for AI agent creation and another launchpad, dude. So we're getting crazy here, dude. Like this is why the parallels to NFTs are they stand out so much, right?
Yeah.
Because whenever NFTs started to take off, like obviously OpenSea kind of like pretty much did what Virtuals is doing. Mm-hmm. It's like proving the product market fit and like the market viability of just NFT creation.
Yeah.
And pretty quick after that, you had, Rarible, Looks Rare, Nifty Gateway, Super Rare, and like countless other NFT ecosystems kind of like pump out from that, right?
Yeah.
Same thing's happening. Now,
yeah,
none of those.
That was a $60 billion pie, though. That's pretty big.
Yeah. And then, once all these like new ecosystems were in place, that's where we had like the gravitational pull for like retail mania. Right?
Makes sense, yeah.
So I think we're on our way as far as like the agent space, right?
All right. So looking at a tweet here, it says, "This is insane. Cerebro team just announced they're launching an agent platform. The value accrual back to Cerebro." So basically this breaks down like why you might want to have some Cerebro tokens.
Yeah, if you believe in the outcome of this, right? See, like they're building their own in-house LLM called ZeroPi. So they're turning into infra plays, platform plays, which if you've been around in crypto long enough.
Yeah, those are the most juicy.
Despite what Murad told us a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
It's like stay away from anything that proposes anything technical.
Yeah.
It's like you fade that. I think the market is shifting. He really did only have like 15 seconds of fame, really.
Yeah, I mean AI, you can't beat that.
Yeah, pretty soon these AI agents will be issuing their own meme coins, which some of them already are.
That's right. Yeah,
and they have like more potential speculative value. I think, just because of the novelty. Like we've already ran like human created memes like to death.
Yeah,
AI agent created memes seem more.
Dude,
interesting
I get this energy, dude. Remember DMT?
Yeah, I remember DMT.
That was essentially leveraging Bitcoin for the generation of content.
Yeah, the generation of just anything.
Anything,
really.
yeah. And so now this is like leveraging AI agents for the generation of content.
Pretty arbitrary, right?
It is arbitrary, though.
Yeah,
however,
well, the market doesn't know that yet.
No, they don't.
We haven't like infiltrated.
Yeah.
To get them to understand, it's like Bitcoin is the biggest agent out there.
Yeah,
actually,
that's right.
The biggest agent in existence, the most
100%.
valuable, the most powerful.
Imagine if someone launched an AI agent against Bitcoin's block data.
Right.
Imagine, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm imagining. All right, let's move forward.
All right, Cerebro market cap $551 million.
Yeah. So again, accelerate.
Yeah. All right, so moving on, Griffin.
Another one, dude.
Another platform.
Yeah, we're just going down the list to probably try and make you guys aware of as many of these as we can, because this isn't even like all of them. There's several more.
If you guys know more platforms, definitely let us know in the comment section below.
Yeah. All
right, agents assemble, build a team of Earth's mightiest agents.
Yeah, so now we're starting to see the swarming, dude. Multi-agent ecosystems.
Yeah.
Very cool. It's getting pretty complex out there, dude. So I think this is more like Solana based.
Okay.
Which interesting, right? Because virtuals is on base. A lot of the activity is happening on base. So Solana trying to capture their own end of things, right?
Yeah, look at that. The agent engine.
Simple to the point. Everything you need to know, right? So how's this token looking?
All right, 272 million market cap.
Accelerate, dude. Keep accelerating this space. It's getting crazy.
All right.
And then last but not least, everything
Jake
circles right back to Bittensor, dude.
Jake comes back. He says, limitless subnets, no registration fees, untethered subnet tokens, depermissioned EVM, let the neural internet roar.
Q1 2025. So, yeah, I imagine if you're in Kant's shoes and then you saw the flippening occur, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Right?
He's not going to allow this to happen, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty much the war drums have been signaled, right?
Yeah.
You hear it. You hear the beats of war.
Yeah.
Among these competing AI ecosystems, right? And Bittensor, having its long-lasted infrastructure, is very unique. Well,
it is pretty unique. I mean, it's custom built.
Yeah, its tokenomics is parallel to Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, it has a halvening every 4 years.
Which first one is in 2025, by the way.
Ooh.
That's talk about juice.
What the timing, dude?
The timing's perfect, right? Bittensor's first halvening just happens to coincide with like the biggest AI mania. It's interesting, right? And now you're in the shoes of Const, right? And you see everything that's happening. It's like, all right, so virtual is unlocked, like the killer product market fit. So obviously we need to unshackle this network.
Yeah.
Right. No more like hyper friction to get these subnets online.
Right.
Allow these subnets to tokenize because we understand this is how you like move markets. right?
Yeah, for sure. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and EVM integration now,
And
like wallets like MetaMask can now like operate within our ecosystem, stuff like that.
Jake is definitely making the right moves.
Yeah, unless you're a purist and you fucking hate this, right?
Yeah, how could you hate AI agents if you're like into Bittensor, you know?
I think it's more so you hate the idea of like rapid acceleration, because what that does, it brings a lot of noise and junk, obviously, right?
Right.
But yeah, as opposed to like a more filtered approach, like a more curated subnet approach, it's like let's vet.
No.
Yeah, let the market decide. That's the whole point of the Tao's tokenomics.
It's
right?
much easier, and you let it fly.
Yeah, essentially that's more utility for the Tao token, right? Support the subnets with your stake.
Yes.
That are actually producing valuable agents or whatever, right? So
yeah,
this could be interesting.
All right, another tweet here by Taonomics. If there was an indicator that DTAO will be widely successful for Tao value accrual, just look at Virtual's IO. Virtual's token are used to buy and sell AI agent tokens. Tao will be used to buy and sell subnet tokens.
Yeah, exactly. So what's a subnet? Essentially, it's like a purposed.
Yeah, it's like an application focused, leveraging AI.
Yeah, and like I guess it's your own like unique model, I guess, or like a specific contribution to the network of Bittensor, right? So it's like some of these subnets. I guess the next one, there's a bunch of them here. See what they look like. You got AI data. You got some subnets dedicated to compute resourcing,
AI model development, which is huge.
Yeah,
generative AI powered tools.
Yeah, so collectively, these are all things that you can be like porting into. Think of these as like the plugins that are happening on the ELIZA ecosystem, like that number or that straight up chart. Yeah. The GitHub repository of ELIZA. All these plugins are essentially like their own subnet, essentially.
Yeah, makes sense.
Think of all the plugins, they have their own token also. That's what Bittensor is about to do.
Yeah.
Right?
So we talked about Bittensor when it was at $50, something like that.
Yeah.
That's down here.
Yeah, luckily we got a little piece of that, so
we did.
It's good times. But yeah, it's hovering. It's definitely like an accumulation, right?
So 3.4 billion. Yeah, I would say so. This is let me go to let's go to log.
Yeah, this looks like the time before like the prime takeoff. So my expectation here, probably like a 10x for all of these like infra plays from here.
Yeah, but that's in the middle of like peak mania.
Yeah, like that would be like the end in my opinion. Because let's look at it collectively. The agents I think are worth like 13 billion. The AI space as a whole is like I think 50 billion right now.
Yeah,
a 10x sounds reasonable. That's a 500 billion market.
Yeah, I would say so.
I think that's very reasonable. By then, it's like, dude, we've exhausted this cycle, right?
You know, it'd be crazy if like the retail market says that AI agents was like a scam, like NFTs were a scam.
Oh, they will. What do you mean?
That's funny because it's so useful, you know?
Yeah, but the AI agents are going to take everybody's money. And then the retail is going to abandon ship like they always do. But the agents will stick around.
It's true.
That's to me, that's the coolest part. The next bear market is going to be probably the most interesting one. I want to see like
it's crypto Twitter's just agents.
Yeah, or maybe like all the agents' token valuations die, so like they can't afford their own compute anymore.
Oh yeah,
they're literally just gonna die.
Right.
It's like a whole meeting to like a winter, right? It's like an actual massacre.
Yeah,
occurred.
It would be interesting. Yeah. We're gonna see it. Mark, there are many launchpads, yes, but there are two key differentiators that would make a launchpad successful. What is the network effect, and what is their future potential? And so it's a bullish post for AI16Z DAO.
Yeah, but overall, this is what you want to be looking for, right? Because he's right. This is what developers look for. Now there's options, right? Just like there's too many options when considering which of these chains should we build on.
Yeah.
Right? We've chosen Bitcoin. A lot of other developers have not, right?
Yeah.
Hence a lot of infrastructure issues on the Bitcoin side of things.
Right.
Not enough developers kind of like contributing to that end.
Yeah.
But, they decide, build on Solana or Base because there's a lot more market volatility there, right?
Yep.
So same thing's going to happen in the context of like, I got an AI thing to build. I want to use ELIZA for X, Y, and Z reason because the network effect is there, whatever.
Yeah.
So That's
Yeah.
really important to pay attention to.
I wouldn't fade AI 16Z, not for a second.
And here's why, dude.
Yeah, so ELIZA framework adoption is going vertical, flipped Uniswap, 6 years old, in GitHub stars 2 months. And so we shared this in the past before, but here is Uniswap's star accrual, and then here's AI16Z ELIZA.
Yeah. So in other words, buckle in, everybody. 2025 is going to be a very crazy year.
That's right.
I think it's pretty evident now these AI agents are going to have a huge presence. And like, you know, when we reflect back in 2026, like, whoa, what the fuck happened last year, dude? That was weird.
Yeah.
You know, it all started with this, right?
All right, guys. Well, that's it for us. The conclusion here is pay attention to the platforms launching AI agents.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of opportunity. Just like if you've been in the virtuals ecosystem over the last few weeks,
Yeah.
you've probably seen some handsome entertainment value.
Yeah.
So anticipate, you know, similar effects in these other very soon to launch ecosystems, right?
Yeah, and these launchpads really, they parallel NFT launchpads, right? And so if this takes off and it does numbers like NFTs did in 2021, you know, there's a lot of action.
100%. Yeah, so we're going to keep doing our own due diligence, try and find more infra plays, you know, try and find more picks and shovels out there, right? Because there are a lot of technical dilemmas, and the AI space will hit like a standstill point if it doesn't like figure out how to get to the next tranche of like unlocks.
Technical ability.
Yeah, we're not just rapidly deploying chatbots.
Chatbots, yeah.
Right, and we do foresee a future where the metaverse interplay really takes off here. So
yeah, this is a big deal for the metaverse.
Yes.
Right, and there's many trying to figure it out too. So we'll talk about that soon in another video.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for us. I appreciate you for watching. Make sure you follow us all on Twitter, and we'll catch you in the next video.